Welcome everyone. This is my last video in the collaboration that I've been doing with Marsha over at Markets of Sunshine. We've had 10 days of making bag charms, zipper charms, whatever you want to call them. And so in those 10 days, I just know you found something that you really like. Now today I've got 3 more to show you. I've finished them already, but they're very easy to do. You've seen me make these round little things. There's batting in between and there's tulle on top to keep these little threads in place. And then I just hand stitched around and just whip stitched around it. And that closed it off and it made it a cute charm. Now this is just taking a motif from a piece of fabric that you already have, finding a motif on it that's pretty, just putting a backing fabric on it. I do have some batting in the middle, give it some strength, and that makes another very simple but very pretty when hung. Isn't that nice? Now let's look at another one. Now all 3 of these I started with a motif that I found in my fabric, okay? And so this was the one that I found, and I did it exactly the same way. Then this is just a little square that's put together with a little of my sari yarn here. That's all that is. It does have some stuffing in the middle, but it just lends itself pretty with that, okay? All right, very simple, very simple. And then I found this leaf. Isn't that crazy looking? So I just went crazy with it. I put a pink backing on it and this little decorative stuff here, whatever this is some kind of trim, but it made some nice loop. And then I paired it with this one here because it just, the colors and everything went so well. But hung, isn't that a pretty combination like that? I think those are gorgeous. And these, again, this is just taking a background piece of fabric and just tossing on there little bits and pieces of whatever you might have, and then sew it down. And that is exactly all it is. And put a backing on the back and a loop on it at the top. And you got it. Isn't that something? You got it. Okay. So these 3 are the ones that I wanted to show you today. And they are really focusing on using something that's already in your fabric, some motif, some shape that you want to use. And I liked them because mine, I chose some that were larger or longer, and so they made a nice hanging draping thing here, you know, with the shorter and the longer. Now there's just 2 on each of these, but you could add more, you know, your dangles or whatever you want to make them out of. But what a great start that is, okay? And simple, and everybody's got some kind of fabric with something in it they like, especially the florals. Okay. Now, I want to also show you the second book in the Do-It-Yourself Craft series. I love this series. I'm going to be using some of this series myself. I've already showed you book 1, and this is book 2, but I want to give you a glance. The link to finding my Living in Stitches books and these Do-It-Yourself Craft books are in the description below. All right, let's look and see what you might get in here. A ribbon wreath. You know, we all love wreaths on our doors, but how about some using up some of those ribbons that we have laying around that we haven't used on anything else? Very detailed instructions. Making a rustic nature centerpiece. You know, learning how to composition things, high, low, medium, so that your centerpiece looks balanced. That is so important. And it's just in an old tray, and it's just stuff you bought from outside. But when you bring it in and put it all together, isn't it gorgeous? And of course, that candle just sets it off. A decorative memory board. Remember when these used to be so popular several years ago? I don't know why they still aren't around. You don't find them very often because they are so handy. And they're fun to make. I've made some in the past. Pretty. You can use whatever. Use old frames. Use just old fabric, old trims. Make it yours. Here's a glass bottle decoration and how you can use twine and lace to decorate those bottles. I think that's something we all have around the house too. Book page paper flowers. Aren't those pretty? Book page paper flowers. So easy to do. Makes a beautiful, beautiful arrangement. A pocket organizer, just using pockets from old jeans. Nothing fancy here unless you want to fancy it up. Here's a recipe binder. I'm thinking this is pretty cool. Making your own different sections and creating your own specialized binder, making pages with pockets. This reminded me of a little bit of junk journaling, you know, combining that skill with this one. Painting. Who doesn't have a bunch of old terracotta pots laying around? How about painting them, make them something pretty? All kinds of examples that how you might do it. Just beautiful. Decorative clipboard. How about that? You don't have to have that boring old brown clipboard or gray, whatever it is. But you can actually use your papers that you have. If you're a junk journaler, you got tons of paper and some Mod Podge, and you can have a beautiful clipboard. Rope coasters. This is made out of this corded rope and hot glue, and so cool and so easy. Always some nice to know information in the back. Did you know page? Color palettes. Thrift store treasure hunting. Look and shop for. Take notes. Thank you. Beautiful do-it-yourself craft series. And there are 3 books altogether. I've shown you book 1, and this is book 2. I'm telling you, if you start collecting this series, you will never run out of beautiful ideas. And most of the things we have in our yard or our house already. Or if we're a crafter, we already have the tools. We don't have to go out and buy a bunch of stuff. And that's what I love about it. So until next time, please, let's stay scrap and craft happy.